Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so it's been a little over a year since I picked up this Killer Instinct, and when I got it, it was actually a Killer Instinct that had been converted to an X-Men versus Street Fighter with a Marvel Superheroes versus Street Fighter marquee. So this thing had a serious identity crisis. The cabinet overall was in decent shape, but the control panel was pretty beat up. I was able to Bondo both sides and get it looking pretty nice with some new side art and some new T-molding. But I was afraid that the control panel, the control panel artwork was probably so beat up that I'd have to use new control panel artwork, which meant I wouldn't be able to preserve or save the original. But I was really surprised to find out that after I removed the top layer of plexi and sort of this makeshift artwork that someone had for X-Men versus Street Fighter, it actually looked pretty good. So this takes us to about where we left off last time. The control panel is looking good, but we need to order and install some new buttons and joysticks. So let's stop dragging our feet on this project and get to work. All right, it's time to wire up the control panel. Things were going great, but sometimes I get these weird bonehead ideas in my mind in the middle of doing something, and usually if I act on that, something bad happens. Okay, so in the middle of working on the control panel, I decided I should power it on. I haven't powered this arcade on in a really long time, and I just want to make sure everything still works. Well, so I go and I plug it in. And I don't have the Killer Instinct board in at this point, by the way. It has a dark soft multi, which we'll cover at some point on the channel. I don't know, I've been dragging my feet on that too. So I go and plug it in, and it's playing blind. I hear the music and sounds of the game, but I don't see anything on the screen. The monitor's not powered on. Well, sure enough, I go in the back of the machine, and in my mind I'm thinking, what could it be? It worked fine before. Well, I had recapped the monitor chassis and I never screwed it down. So I've moved this Killer Instinct around in my garage all this time. So I go back there, the monitor chassis is hanging off the end, and of course it had shorted out. So now I gotta fix the monitor chassis. I just can't win with this Killer Instinct project. Well, where do we go from here? I didn't expect for the video to end so abruptly, but I also didn't plan on the arcade that was working breaking, but that's my fault. This isn't the first time that I broke something doing something dumb, and it definitely won't be the last. All I can say is when I get those impulses, usually bad things happen, so I should probably just not listen to those, knowing, but I don't know, sometimes you just don't learn even as an adult, so. Anyway, if there's any lessons that could be learned is when you have those weird impulses, slow down, take your time, and had I done that, maybe I wouldn't have to repair the monitor chassis. So this is gonna take a little bit longer to finish than I thought. I'll take a look at the monitor chassis, see if it's something easy. If not, I might have to send it out to get it repaired if it's something I can't do. Outside of that, we're gonna update the T-molding on this, on the whole cabinet, and after that, I think it's pretty much done. We'll put the KI board in, and I don't know if this one's gonna stay in the collection or not. I'm not really sure. I don't have really an emotional attachment to Killer Instinct. It's a good game, but it's not one that I was I was a fan of the idea of it, but I'm not the best player, so it's just something I'm not that attached to. And then after we wrap this up, we'll tackle the rest of Smash TV and get that completed. All right, guys, well, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video.
and please consider subscribing if you enjoy the content. That's it for now. We will see you on the next one.